Dakota Fred Hurt. Gold Rush, White Water is a reality television series that airs on the Discovery Channel. A spin-off of Gold Rush, the series follows placer gold miners Dakota Fred Hurt and his son Dustin Hurt, returning to the wilderness of Morrow, Alaska, seeking their fortune by suction dredge diving within its raging whitewater creeks. On October 10, 2019, it was announced that the third season would premiere on November 8, 2019. On October 23, 2020, it was announced that the fourth season would premiere on November 13, 2020. Dakota Fred Hurt died from brain cancer on July 11, 2023, a day after his 80th birthday. Milan Kundera was a Czech-born French novelist. Kundera went into exile in France in 1975, acquiring citizenship in 1981. His Czechoslovak citizenship was revoked in 1979, but he was re-granted Czech citizenship in 2019. Kundera's best-known work is The Unbearable Lightness of Being. Prior to the Velvet Revolution of 1989, the communist regime in Czechoslovakia banned his books. He led a low-profile life and rarely spoke to the media. He was thought to be a contender for the Nobel Prize in Literature and was also a nominee for other awards. Kundera was awarded the 1985 Jerusalem Prize, and 1987 the Austrian State Prize for European Literature, and the 2000 Herder Prize. In 2021, he received the Golden Order of Merit from the President of Slovenia. Kundera was stripped of Czechoslovak citizenship in 1979. He became a French citizen in 1981. He maintained contact with Czech and Slovak friends in his homeland, but rarely returned and always did so without fanfare. He was re-granted Czech citizenship in 2019. Kundera died after a prolonged illness in Paris on July 11, 2023, at the age of 94. He saw himself as a French writer and insisted his work should be studied as French literature and classified as such in bookstores. Hans-Jochen was a German Roman Catholic prelate. He was auxiliary bishop of Osnabrück from 1989 to 1994 and Hamburg from 1994 to 2016. Jaschke was born in Büchen, Gau, Upper Silesia on September 29, 1941, and died in Hamburg on July 11, 2023, at the age of 81. Denovo is an Italian new wave group formed in the early 1980s in Catania. They are also referred to as I Denovo. The band officially debuted with the EP Niente in Sedi su Wilma, released in 1984, which had some local success and received several appreciations from the critics. The group had his breakout in 1987 with the album Persuasion, referred to as one of the best products of the Italian indie scene of the 1980s. After several hits and two more albums, the group disbanded in 1990s, with Mario Venuti and Luca Madogna pursuing solo careers and Tony Carbone focusing on production. Following several occasional reunions, notably a special appearance at the 2008 Sanremo Music Festival, the group officially reunited in 2014 for the album Kamikaze Bohemian. Bass guitarist Tony Carbone died on July 11, 2023, at the age of 62. No cause of death was given recently. Andre Watts was an American classical pianist and professor at the Jacobs School of Music of Indiana University. In 2020, he was elected to the American Philosophical Society. Watts has recorded for several music labels. He signed a long-term exclusive contract with Columbia Masterworks Records on his 21st birthday. In 1977, he revealed that his contract had been terminated. In 1985, he signed a recording contract with EMI, with whom he recorded until the early 1990s. He has also recorded for Tel Arc. Watts has recorded a variety of repertoire, concentrating on Romantic-era composers such as Chopin and Liszt, but also including Gershwin. Watts died of cancer on June 12, 2023, at the age of 77. Heidi Simonis was a German author and politician of the Social Democratic Party, SPD. From 1993 to 2005, she served as the Minister-President of Schleswig-Holstein. She was the first woman to serve as head of a state government in German history and the only woman to do so in the 20th century. Simonis earned her high school degree, Abitur, in 1962 in Nuremberg. She then studied economics and sociology at the universities of Erlangen, Nuremberg, and Kiel, graduating with a degree in economics in 1967. She worked in different positions after 1967. In 1967, Simonis married university professor Udo E. Simonis, de. Simonis fell ill with Parkinson's disease and died at her home in Kiel on July 12, 2023. She was 80. Ewen Jones. Ewen Thomas Jones was an Australian politician representing the division of Herbert for the Liberal National Party from the 2010 federal election until the 2016 federal election. Jones won the division of Herbert in 2010, achieving a 2.05% swing against the Labour candidate, former mayor of Townsville, Tony Mooney. Jones was a longtime resident of Townsville, Queensland. He was Liberal whip from October 12, 2015 until May 9, 2016. On July 18, 2016, at the conclusion of vote counting for the 2016 election, Labour's Cathy O'Toole appeared to have defeated Jones by 8 votes, triggering an automatic recount. The recount and subsequent distribution of preferences gave O'Toole a margin of 37 votes. It represented the first time that Labour had won Herbert since the 1993 federal election. Jones died of cancer on July 13, 2023, at the age of 63. Daniel Goldberg was a Canadian film producer and screenwriter. He was a writer and producer on the films Meatballs and Stripes. He was also a producer of the Hangover film series and received an Emmy Awards nomination for the film The Late Shift. Goldberg found success with his producing career after the mid-1990s. He served as an executive producer on the animated TV shows Beethoven and Extreme Ghostbusters, and was nominated for an Emmy Award for the 1996 television film The Late Shift, on which he served as a co-executive producer. He was also a producer on all the 3 films of the Hangover film series. Goldberg worked together with Reitman for more than 30 years. Their collaborations included Heavy Metal, 1981, Junior, 1994, Space Jam, 1996, Father's Day, 1997, Road Trip, 2000, Evolution, 2001, Killing Me Softly, 2002, and Old School, 2003. Goldberg's mother was Audrey Goldberg. His siblings included Harris Goldberg, Amy Goldberg, and Catherine Hogg. Daniel Goldberg was married to Ilona Herzberg. He died in Los Angeles on July 12, 2023, at the age of 74. No cause of death was given recently. George Armstrong was an English actor. His first role was as Hubert Lane in Just William, alongside Bonnie Langford as Violet Elizabeth Bott, in 1977. He was best known for the part of Alan Humphreys in the BBC series Grange Hill, a part he played between 1978 and 1982, and again in 1983 in the spin-off series Tucker's Luck. His last role was as P.C. Driscoll in The Bill in 1989. After giving up acting, he became a technical theater manager at a public school. Armstrong died in London on July 11, 2023, after Alan Morrow was an Australian rules footballer in the VFL. A hard-working tough ruckman who took on a ruck role when Carl Ditterich missed the 1966 Grand Final due to suspension. St Kilda controversially recruited Morrow and Bill Stevenson from Sale, illegally offering money. Morrow was injured early in the 1965 Grand Final, the favoured Saints losing the match in part due to missing Morrow. The Grand Final win in 1966 was his last VFL game. Morrow moved to Dandenong in the Victorian Football Association in 1967 as captain coach, and led Dandenong to its first Division I premiership that season. Morrow died on July 13, 2023, at the age of 86. No cause of death was given recently.